It's time for our yearly announcement of the coming Schuster Theater season for Main Stage Productions. Our first show in September is Dion Buccico's The Poor of New York. The Poor of New York, unique is New York, New York is unique, unique is New York, and the show is about a banker who swindles a Navy captain, leaving him with a heart attack and he dies, and leaving his wife and his child penniless. The Poor of New York will be performed in October of 2011. Our second main stage production is the hysterical Greek comedy, and if you think the Greeks aren't funny, you should see Lysistrata by Aristophanes. This story is a classic. It's read in many of our drama classes. 2,800 years old, this play is. Lysistrata is about a group of women who get so tired of their men going off to war that they decide they're going to withhold intimate, personal, affectionate contact with the men until they stop battling. This creates all sorts of ridiculous situations and naughty, naughty scenes. In the springtime, we start with The Cherry Orchard, Anton Chekhov's... I'm sorry. Well, it's Russians, there's a cherry orchard, people want to cut it down, they don't want to cut it down, somebody wants to go to Moscow, somebody always wants to go to Moscow in a Chekhov play. It is called a comedy because it's more of a comedy of situation or a comedy of character. Not the same kind of guffaws and naughtiness that we saw in Lysistrata, but certainly a great character appeal and one of the most challenging pieces that we will have done in a long time. Our Clementi fundraiser for the Alex Clementi Fund for Performing and Related Arts is Ahrens and Flaherty's new musical, The Glorious Ones. I'm really excited about this production because I'm going to be in it. It's a trip back in history to the time of Italian Renaissance and the time when the Commedia dell'arte troops were touring all of Italy. And it deals with an aging, and that would be me, an aging actor who is trying to teach his craft of improvisation to a younger group. Old people trying to tell young people what to do, and young people constantly telling them that they're too old to know what's going on. Maybe I'm projecting? Maybe I'm projecting. Our final production of the academic year is the Tony Award-winning musical Spring Awakening with music by Duncan Sheik. It's based on a 100-year-old play by Frank Wedekind. It's a very intense musical and filled with lots of great rock and roll, but also some mature themes. Not necessarily recommended for any of the young folks out there. And as if 4 main stage productions aren't enough, we're going to reinvestigate and revigorate and Vergenvisionweisen. What am I saying? Gannon University's Mini-Fringe Festival, which will be held in February of 2012. This past year, we did 6 productions in 5 weeks, which was enough to drive anyone crazy. Next year, we're going to do 7 productions in 4 weeks. So there it is, our 2011-2012 main stage season here at the Schuster Theater at Gannon University. We hope you'll be able to join us. Gannon University Theater, where we believe in the possibilities. Was that a 5? I thought that was closer to a 10.